Hi everyone, my name is Patty and I play on the Star Wars The Old Republic on Jedi Covenant, and my legacy is called the Skywolf Legacy. And so I tried to put together here the videos of my strongholds that I have. I have all 5, crazy little nut me, but I wanted to share a little about what I have in the hopes maybe give me some ideas to other folks who are just getting started with their strongholds and what to do about decorations and everything else. So I'm hoping that this helps out in that aspect. So we're going to stop here at the vendor of the stronghold, and he's going to give you a little introduction.
You there! How would you like to live in a manner appropriate to your lofty status while also supporting the Republic? Strengthen your political connections and expand your influence in the galaxy like never before with your own strategically located stronghold. Use your stronghold to build a power base, guard against your enemies. Heck, throw a party, throw lots of parties, make your success known. Is it hyperbole to suggest that owning and showing off a stronghold might be the most important thing you ever do for the Republic? That isn't for me to say. Buy your stronghold now. Do it for the Republic and for yourself.
So here we are. Introductions made by our notorious vendor. And the next step that you have to go to, this is on on Coruscant. You can actually go to the vendor on Fleet or your home world. We'll have a vendor for you, and both mine for Dromancas and for Coruscant will be done with the vendors on their home worlds. So the next thing you have to do is you got to run the little tail all the way back to where the stronghold board is. And this is where you get information to buy a stronghold. If you haven't bought one, I've bought all 5 mine, so it's not going to show the prices, but most of them, your basic homeworld one is 5,000 credits or 50 cartel coins. So here we are going off to my little apartment way up in the sky of Coruscant. Once we get through the introductions and everything of screens and stuff. I would have cut a lot of this stuff out, but I thought it was kind of neat to have a little bit of it in there to see how long it takes sometimes for things to kind of load up. And once you get into your apartment, for your first time users, you're going to have a little pop-up come up when you take your first steps into your stronghold. And this is the introduction of the flight to your stronghold. And this is the one on Coruscant. Each planet will have an introduction for the first time that you enter that particular stronghold. And if you have a fully decorated one like I do, it will come out showing the decorations as your character is walking through and taking a browse of the skyline and looking at all the things that's around your stronghold and feeling pretty confident with it. So the next thing you have is your first steps. And when you walk in, you're going to see a few things pop up. Now, my Coruscant one is listed as Nage's Temple of Light. I have several different names that I can put to different strongholds. You can buy them. They've come in packs, stuff like that. And this is your first pop-up, and this is your first basics equipment that you're going to get. And it's usually basic chair, basic couch, basic metal beds, your basic tool shelf, your small lights, which are just past them on that quick little run there. Those are the small lights. You get a few of those, and you get a few of the yellow ones as you start off. And you also start off with 2 basic rugs, which are the ones here in my little medical center. And I've got mine set up for just about everything on my home worlds and also on my Yavin and Tatooine. Well, actually, just the 2 home worlds in Yavin are the ones that got the bigger medical centers. Nar Shaddaa and the Tatooine have a smaller one, but they can handle stuff. And this is my first lounge room here that we can go on into. And of course, in this one, I have my basic stronghold needs, and that's your guild and your stronghold cargo, and then your basic cargo. And as well as I do have the character from our Christmas time era of celebration of life, and he throws snowballs at everybody, and I do have a little snow machine there in the corner. Why? I don't know. I put it in there for probably to change that one of these days. But as you can see that, you know, I have different types of tables that you can purchase from the cartel market, or you get them in the packs. And then of course you have your basic stuff, and then you also have ones that you can buy from your cartel vendor, which I kind of bypassed her when I went into the medical center. A lot of these items here, the purples and the reds and the stuff, are crafted items that you can make for your stronghold. I put a little bit of areas in my strongholds for the, you know, being of galactic, you know what's going on around you and stuff. I even have the hollow terminals, hollow calls, as you want to call them, available into them. And a lot of these things can be semi-interactive in some aspect. I mean, you can put a chair in front of it. You can make your character sit down on a chair if you line yourself up properly and everything. You'll find those controls up by where you have the Dromakas or Coruscant chat box. And a lot of things that you get too, you'll find in your packages, you'll get first round crafting materials, which is usually the Rubat for Artifice, your Desh Pile for Cyber, your Dietetic Tendrils for Biochem, and then you have a little safe, which is for your slicing. Those are your four main character ones that you get in the beginning of your characters when you first start off doing crew skills. And you'll find I'll have different other ones, and I've been trying to sweep my little hand or my little mouse thing over it to show the hand that which ones that are actually for crafts. Now in the stronghold, you can have all kinds of stuff that you want to have in there, and any person that is a part of your guild or friends that come into your stronghold, basically depending on what key you give, bronze, silver, or gold, for them to come visit, can utilize some of the stronghold crew skill decorations. Now this is my upper area, and I did kind of put a slight Jedi theme to it with the chairs and the I forgot what they call this thing. It's like not really a throne, but in the same facet. And you can still put trees and stuff behind it for decorations, because people can look in the windows from your balcony and see what you got. And most of my colored ones in here that you see are my Artifice ones for crafting, and I did that because of the colors that are shown in the Jedi. I used the blue and the green for the Jedi, and in my Dromakas you'll see the red. Now this Jedi library is one that you can buy off the GTN. They did come in some of the older packs a while back, and it is interactive. And basically all it does is it just makes you look like you're searching for something or doing something, and it has a little bar at the bottom right below your experience points and everything, and it shows you the whole run of the time that it's going to use. And in keeping with my Jedi theme for the upper level with the library, this is my gathering room, and then each of the bedrooms are decorated to decorum for, this is for my Jedi Masters, whether it's Jedi Knight or Jedi Counselor. I used, you'll see different types of the cabinets that you can use. There's sleek, there's basic, there's Sith, there's spacers, there's all kinds of stuff that you'll find when you're looking for cabinets and stuff. And I utilize tables, and I have the temple chairs, and I utilize those I use them more than I do a basic chair. The basic chairs you'll find more like around conference area like this. This is my meditation and instruction room. I have my datacrons I've collected from the different planets that are decorations, and then I have a table there for whatever needed. But I also have a forge, and it's the Jedi Forge, is the blue. And here we are in the basic room for our smugglers and troopers. And it's not so much decorated like the Jedi Knights and Counselor one is, but it's, you know, serves a purpose for what they need in general. And we're going to head back down one of the quarters. Now, when you came up through the first quarter, you're able to put a lot of artwork on your walls. And some items just one, sometimes you can put two, it depends on how you frame it. But these here I've utilized as the ones that are just a single purple panel, and I've put pictures, and I've used the celebration ones I've gotten over the years, and the recent ones that we just got for the 5th anniversary. 3rd anniversary also had pictures, which I have throughout the strongholds. But I do like these. These are kind of, for me, were kind of like fun. That's showing the phases that we've gone through with the Star Wars universe. The other side had more of the pictures. Then you have, you know, propaganda stuff for the Republic and whatnot. And I tried to show off some of the different chandeliers that are throughout the stronghold, because basically, so what I want to do is put together like a Dummies 101 getting started at stronghold type thing with basic items that you get, and then how you can interplay the I'm borrowing the opening from Fluffy Ninja Llama. That's a lot better than mine. That was a little tweaky in the beginning, so enjoy.
You there! How would you like to live in a manner appropriate to your lofty status while also supporting the Republic? Strengthen your political connections and expand your influence in the galaxy like never before with your own strategically located stronghold. Use your stronghold to build a power base, guard against your enemies. Heck, throw a party, throw lots of parties, make your success known. Is it hyperbole to suggest that owning and showing off a stronghold might be the most important thing you ever do for the Republic? That isn't for me to say. Buy your stronghold now. Do it for the Republic and for yourself.